Hi everyone, it's Roots Naturally, and we are going to be going over the Coin Hunt World Wiki newsletter. And as you see here, um, it is the new year, and this awesome compilation was brought to you by Kivo Strings. I actually really like this Kivo Strings does a lot of the memes on Coin Hunt World. There are other people that do have memes here and there. He does do a lot of them. This one in particular, I think, is so unique and could possibly be a poster. So anyone who is out there, take a little hint there. This could be a poster that maybe is offered to some of the hunters. And I know I probably would be interested, not probably, I would be interested in purchasing it. It looks really cool. So the Coin Hunt World Wiki newsletter is out, as you guys can see. And if you do want to get this sent to you, I will link in the details that you can just sign up and it will be sent out to you. In this newsletter, we're going to be talking about the Suku event. That's the information that they're sharing with us. So what the newsletter is effectively is a compilation of things that are happening in the Discord daily, and or it gives us information of events that may have taken place, or maybe there's stuff in shops, or maybe just what's going to be coming ahead, right? If there's any events that may be coming up. So the information that's given, the Coin Hunt Wiki team does have a few people that do work on the wiki. That's how they are able to just compilate and give the information to us, which I'm very thankful for. So in this newsletter, they are covering the Suku event, the Christmas event summary. So this is a new year now, it's January 8th. And so of course the Christmas events finished, the New Year's events finished. It's a Discord summary. And honestly, I look forward to the wiki newsletter for the Discord summary, because I'm not always able to be in the Discord to gather all the information that is put forth in the Discord. And the wiki team has various people that are collecting, which, like I said earlier, it just helps out us hunters to just know what's going on. And if you miss any information, you can kind of tap into the wiki newsletter to find out what you missed, right? So then it has like a meme of the week, tip of the day, Coin Hunt World content creators, newly completed yellow vaults, and what's new on the wiki. Now, I will not be going in depth about all of those things. Like I said, I really try to focus on things that are happening in the Discord that I may have missed. And I think for a lot of people who aren't in the Discord for whatever reason, which if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in there. However, like I said, maybe sometimes you miss certain things, and that's why I love getting the wiki newsletter. So this episode, this newsletter was put together by Little Penguin and W.R. Wilm and Marlove. and I am very grateful to you guys for doing this because it is a lot of work just to cover everything that's going on in the coin hunt world that is constantly moving super, super, super fast. So here, basically the Suku event, which is currently still happening, and it is only in El Salvador and the UK. So all the up-to-date information will be on the Suku event page in the wiki. And if you are participating in this event, so the duration of the event, it began on the 4th and it will end on January 11th UTC time. The regions that it covers are UK and El Salvador. The event may or may not come back in the future. And the Suku QB blueprints will only drop during the Suku event. Now, the white vaults and blue vaults will have a chance of dropping Suku instead of BTC or ETH for the event duration. And Suku vaults will replace green vaults for the event duration and feature unique Suku trivia questions that will reward the hunter up to $2 in the token, and unlike white and blue vaults, have a chance of dropping the blueprint, which is really good. Now, the Suku vaults can be found, and you have to open them with a green key, right? And will only ask specific questions about the Suku tokens. So trivia with correct answers on the Suku event wiki page. Another thing that you can do, guys, is that you can visit Suku World and just brush up on your skills about this particular token. That way you're able to answer the questions about the Suku token. So why did this only drop in the UK and El Salvador? And it says there's 2 reasons. Token teams pick where they want to drop tokens, and Uphold does not support this particular token. So here you go. It says to find answers based, because remember the trivia questions are based on the Suku token. You can visit suku.world, like I said earlier. And here's some additional information here about Suku can be found on their Reddit page if you'd like to go and visit that. So event articles for from Coin Hunt World and Suku, Illusion Weaver did put out a Medium article, and that's the article that I actually covered when he put that article out, just letting us know about the event. And then there was one put out by the Suku team as well. So you can visit the Suku event wiki page just to find out all the information that you need to. So the next event that I really don't want to spend too much time covering because I've already done a video on this one, was the Christmas event, and it was a blast. It lasted a while, and I was kind of grateful for that for 2 reasons. One, it gave you time to just kind of finish up the quest line that had to be completed. And 2, I was not feeling well, probably for, I'm actually just still kind of recovering, but I was not feeling well for like the majority of this event. So it was kind of like really tiring for me, but I did get to complete the Christmas quest line. It was so funny because I literally did not get the last the gingerbread man uh, blueprint until almost, I think it was like half an hour or so before the event ended, and I got it from the Smooshy Vault, which I was so happy for. Um, I know it sounds silly, right? Like, well, I don't know. Do you guys think it's silly? But I don't know. I don't think it's silly. But like when there's an event, I want to get all of the blueprints, and when I don't, I feel sad. Like I get like I'm very competitive when it comes to games. So like when I don't get all the blueprints, especially if I'm hunting, like sometimes I'm hunting with other people and then they get blueprints. I'm like happy for them, but yeah, I'm happy for them, I guess. Yeah, I am. But I'm happier when I get a blueprint. Just saying, right? So the Christmas event, um, once again, Illusion Weaver put out a really great article on Medium about the event. Like there's so many different ways that you can gather information, within the game of Coin Hunt World, right? There's Medium, there's the Discord, there's the wiki like I'm doing here. There's people that are putting out information all the time. There's the Reddit page, just so many different ways, right? So it basically goes over blueprints that were collected and trees built, busiest Christmas tree, unluckiest hunters, top tree hoarder. And if you want to find out any of the information about the Christmas event, you can always visit the Christmas event wiki page. I'm not really going to go through it, like I said, because I already covered the Christmas event in another video. So the New Year's event, it was funny because, like I said to you earlier, I had just gotten my gingerbread QB, which was like the epic, right? So I was really excited about that. And boom, it was, I'm going on, and then in game it announced the first New Year's blueprint has been printed. I'm like, what's going on here, right? Like what's happening? So literally, guys, like literally, the Christmas questline event ended, and then boom, we went right into Happy New Year 2022, right? And then I think I got my blueprint. I want to say like probably within 20 minutes, half an hour of the changeover time, because I was already out hunting. So I felt pretty good about that I didn't have to go back, if I was at home or what have you, I didn't have to go back out and try to get that. So yes, the 2022 New Year's event was available for all countries on January 1st, UTC time for 24 hours. All vaults had a chance to drop the common New Year 2020 QB blueprint. And Light, highlight, he's in my region. Hey, printed the first New Year 2020 QB 6 minutes after the event started and earned double the leaderboard points for printing the first QB, right? There was no official Coin Hunt World Medium article for an event. Amount of dropped blueprints is unknown so far. So that's what I'm saying. It was like boom, boom. And 6 minutes after, Light printed the New Year's blueprint, which is amazing. And if you want to find out information about that, you go right ahead and you visit the New Year's 2020 page on the wiki. You go and do that, right? So here, it's just going over an advertisement. You know, you can check the newsletter out if you want to see that. This is what I'm here for. This is what I came for, right? The Discord summary. I like to know what's happening in the Discord. Let me tell you guys something. The Discord, it's just, it's like a little family. We've got jokers, we've got serious people going on, but there's always jokes. Like every time I go in the week in the Discord, like I'm left laughing because there's just, like this little community of everyone together, and this person playing off of this and that and whatever. And I like the fact that doesn't matter how many times, like especially if you're new, or maybe you don't know, doesn't matter how many times someone asks the same question, people are always there and willing to help each other out. And I love that about the Discord. So here is the Discord summary. So this information was taken from Illusion Weaver, so compilated from information that Illusion Weaver said in the wiki. So on December 24th, he was talking about B2 is coming, right? So that probably was talking about the whole Suku event. December 23rd, each event will have one of these behind the scenes NFTs at the end of the quest line. So this is and are one out of a hopefully long line in the future. Shouldn't have said that. And he's talking about the quest line. So he's saying, hopefully, this is a style. I didn't mind the style of the quest line. One thing though, for sure, guys, is that if you can, make sure that you're either getting your QBs, if you can get them in the auction house. The ones that you don't have, you should try to buy, and or blueprints. Like I still have a few that I have to catch up on, because what I found with the quest line is that, okay, so before the Christmas event started, right? I was debating whether I should get the Santa QB blueprint or even to buy the Santa QB. And I ended up not doing it. I think I placed a bid, and then at the last minute before you like click confirm, I chickened out and I backed out of it. And earlier, like probably about a month or two before, I had bought the Rudolph QB, but not the blueprint. I had bought that. And you know what's funny? The second part where you had to load your reindeer QB, that really helped me out. Mind you, I still didn't get the gingerbread. I didn't get to finish the event any faster than, say, other people that I was hunting with. So go figure, right? So in response to changing the mechanics of the Christmas event, now remember, this is Illusion Weaver, we'll polish it and make it better, but the core mechanic will be the same for the New Year's Christmas event, which is kind of cool. Don't forget about achievements. Obviously, finish the Christmas quest line or quest chain will be a hard achievement. And he's right, like it wasn't, you had your options, you were able to get your blueprints, and it wasn't easy. Like, I mean, in the sense of if it's too easy, then everyone's going to have the epic or what have you, and then the value of that isn't going to be the same. So, in response to UK Yellow Vaults, yes, Q1 2022, each major city will be getting one. And this was put out on December 24th. No big events in Q1 2022. We need to do a lot of improvements, bug fixes, and roll out new features. And what do I say to this? I breathe a sigh of relief. I literally feel like there was just back-to-back events happening towards the end of the year that I was a bit exhausted from just, life in itself. And then on top of it, the events going back to back. Like, I still went out there, don't get it twisted. I still went out there and did my darndest to make sure that I did my best. But I am here for the rest, and I'm happy that we're getting a wee break. There will be a new rare shop drop in January and a mini event in February that drops a new common. So don't know what the rare is yet, but I'm sure we'll find out, right? And I wonder if the event in February is going to be a Valentine's event. I don't know. One can only speculate, right? So, December 27th, let me clarify before you guys bring out the pitchforks again. I imagine the pitchforks. QBs and blueprints can be minted into NFTs when the owner decides to do so. And this is in response that Illusion Weaver had announced that blueprints and QBs will be able to turn into NFTs. So it says here the owner will be able to use certain structures to mint or export them. The owner might be able to choose what chain to mint it on, but this will cost the owner a minting fee. And when exported, the corresponding game item is gone from the game. Obviously, when we do export, there has to be an important mechanic as well. So in response to potential upcoming new key mechanics, the only hunters who will do some real winning are the ones walking 50K steps and cycling 100K a day. Now, those are winning the hunt. And it says treadmill does not work. So this is where we see the promise of, remember, it was always said that this was a game to get you out and about and moving, right? So this is the get your butt up and go component to the game, right? In response to the upcoming tagging system, anything can have a tag. Anything can. A tag does not have to be a single point with one GPS coordinate. Coin Hunt World tag can also be a chain of GPS coordinates with a start endpoints and checkpoints in between. So for example, users created hiking trail, cycling routes, casual walk around the lake, guided tour in city center, etc. I'm so excited for that. That sounds really, really like really cool, because I know there's well, all over in many of our cities or towns that we live in, just beautiful areas that would be amazing just to go and enjoy. And I was actually just talking with another hunter, and we were talking about, you know, getting together and maybe doing a little tour of another city in conjunction with someone else that may live there and know the areas and know the spots. Because I really have, honestly, just really started to, it's, you know, I've lived here, but I'm really starting to just notice a lot of unique features about the area that I live in. And some of that is owed to me playing Coin Hunt World. I'm not sure what, you know, with you guys, but that's what I've noticed. So when he was talking about tribes earlier on in the year, everyone was like super like interested in what these tribes are. And it says tribes will be geared towards smaller groups of local hunter friends. Anyway, no point in having only one. Insert city of your choice here. Tribe. So still not fully aware of what the tribe, what that will look like. One thing I do know is that when it comes to new things happening in Coin Hunt World, I never really get too upset or too hype, or I always like to err on the side of caution, because until you are actually in what's going down, you can speculate all you want, right? You can guess about what it's going to look like. You don't know until whatever mechanic is actually put forth for us hunters to go out and do. And for the most part, I would say that things that are introduced are, they always work out, right? Even if they're new and they seem a little strange at first, they always work out in the end. So what are spots for potential tags? Potential tags could include, for example, bus stops, park benches, Bitcoin ATMs, which I see a lot of those popping up. So those are just a few examples of places that could be tagged. So December 29th, we won't disclose details on the insert black box that detects activity. Well, and so they shouldn't. They shouldn't. We have been told, and we have known now for a while that we will be rewarded based on our physically getting out there and playing the game. We did have an event, so the Halloween event was kind of no, it was the elemental, sorry, the elemental event, and just to kind of warm us up to the idea of that you have to physically get out there and play the game. So here it talks about user-owned print shops will be able to run multiple print jobs at the same time. And if the owner is a smart, entrepreneur, they will offer you coffee and cake while you wait. That rhymes. That sounds lovely. So it it'll be like it's virtual, but you are enacting the daily things that would happen in the real world. So here on January 2nd, Illusion Weaver says the new version of UVs will be upgraded all the way to a green tier. Okay, I will be very interested in finding out more about that. In response to the Chinese New Year event speculation, I'm not even going to go on. I actually was wondering too if there was going to be a Chinese New Year celebration event, but let's go on. We are actually trying to make this happen. I said we will try, more likely to not happen, but we'll try. So there you go. You heard that there. In response to a question about a fountain being a structure, actual structure, you might want to obtain a water QB. So there's a heads up for from Illusion Weaver, guys. Make sure that if you do not have the water QB blueprint, or you do not have the water QB, visit your auction house. Press that button and try to get a water QB. And if you have the blueprint, help another hunter out. Put up the water QB for sale in the auction house. You see how that works? It just works, right? So here you probably need 3 to 5 player confirmations per tag, depending on the tier. It will be in everybody's best interest to approve solid tags, no matter who they belong to. I doubt this will be an issue. You also can't see who owns the tag, which is irrelevant anyways, which I tend to agree. Like, I don't see why anyone would want to know who actually owns that original tag, like the solid tag. And anybody can tag on anyone's territory. You need to be at a certain account level to be able to approve tags. In response to seeing other region leaderboards, that was coming later this year. That's different. Someone must have asked if that was a possibility. So here we are going to cover what Cuckoo Puffs says in the Discord. And I always like to hear what Cuckoo Puffs, he always brings a little chuckle. Because sometimes, depending on who's in the Discord and who's asking him questions, he will give us lots of info, right? So he, on December 23rd, was talking about if you go to the North Pole looking for an NFT, we might need to make one for you. LOL. December 25th, next year, we'll be close to worldwide. I've actually been telling everyone that I know that live in multiple different countries that, because I'm really excited about this piece of information, that Coin Hunt World will be going worldwide. I don't know the time frame, so you won't have to worry about going on vacation and not playing, which is cool. I've had multiple people message me regrets about how their holiday plans took them away from Coin Hunt World. They wanted to pack Coin Hunt World, and now they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry about packing an extra thing because it's just going to be there for them because Coin Hunt World is going worldwide. So on the 26th, Cuckoo Puff said, we have some activities planned for your HQs so you can use all your free time, even if you're at home. Oh, I didn't know that. That's exciting. I do like the idea of mini games, maybe surveys, maybe limited amounts of trivia. maybe some picture contests. Photo contests are definitely a thing we want. Right now, we rely on Twitter, but it would be fun if we could vote for pics in the app. When I originally met Illusion Weaver, this is Cuckoo Puffs talking, he pitched a really cool mining game, significantly more refined than the Mintopoly idea. Someday we will go back to it and add it to the QBverse. So custom QBs will someday be a thing, and you will wish you kept your keys for it. Repeat. Custom QBs will someday be a thing, and you will wish you kept your keys for it. Someday you will want multiple copies of QBs. So one of the things that I regret earlier on, like, I mean, I do now, especially since I have the blueprints for, I have quite a bit of blueprints, is that I would get my blueprints and then I would only print like maybe one QB, where as time went on, what I've learned is that when I get a blueprint now, I will try to print as many as I can. So whether that's 2 or 3 for me, you know, for others, it may be more. I try to do that. And then if I so choose to put one up in the auction house, or just even to have multiple of a QB, I find it's better, because what happened, especially because of the blueprints that I had earlier when I first started, I wasn't really printing them. Like, there was, you know, it's not like now where some events, like, you have to have a certain blueprint or QB loaded, even though we were told right from the beginning that we would need multiple QBs, right? But I wasn't printing them. And then what happened during the cat event, Cat Mania, I started printing the cats, and then my yellow paint went right down. And it's after that that I try, you know, I'm starting to print a lot of my other blueprints, right? But my paint was, and also too, even your resources, make sure that when you do get your blueprints, that you at least try to print a couple QBs, because you don't know, unless you print them, you don't know for sure if you have enough resources to print 2 or 3 or even 1. And you don't want to be caught off guard having a blueprint, and then, you know, yes, you can purchase the resources in the auction house, but just take it from me, try to make sure that whether it's a drop in the shop or it's an event drop, or, you know, if you do end up buying a blueprint in the shop, try to acquire the resources to print and have extra QBs just in case. So this right here, when Cuckoo Puffs is saying someday we will want to have multiple copies of a QB, I think that is really good information. I don't know what it means that he is talking about, but honestly, take it from me, when you get your blueprints, print them, try to have a few extra there, whether it's, like I said earlier, to put in the shop, but also just to have to know that you do not need extra resources to then go out and print that QB. So here it says stats, rarity, and attributes will all contribute to how and where your QB is useful. And there he's talking about the new mechanic of the structures. we've already said a variety of QBs will be important. Specific QBs will have boosts to certain structures. And once again, guys, don't worry so much about what's coming, because they always explain if there's something new going on, they always explain it before it actually drops. And there's so many different avenues for you to find out about new things that are happening in Coin Hunt World. So then on December 27th, Cuckoo Puff said, in response to Hunter Lodge 4, probably happened in February. And that is, the Hunter's Lodge is something that I look forward to each time that it happens. The audience, the hunters that gather in the lodge is just growing and growing, and it is amazing. You have Illusion Weaver in there, you have Cuckoo Puffs in there, and you have a lot of different hunters in there. We just ask questions, and it's really great to just have the developers of the game in an area where we can just, I was gonna say something, but we could just talk, right? You could just flow. We can just shoot the you know what about stuff that's happening in game. So here he says, I want to do something to celebrate March Madness. It's madness, I tell you, March Madness. So the Spanish translation will be coming soon, and that is really, really good to know. Then we can launch in a bunch of places. Spanish opens up a ton of countries, which is really good, because I know on the Coin Hunt World fan group, there were a few hunters, especially from El Salvador, that they were asking about the in-game for the translation. So then after that, there are a ton of places that speak English, Filipino, Malaysian, Indian. So India, Australia, Ireland, there are definitely places that require unique translations that will take time to get to. So like Japan, South Korea, etc., but we'll get there. Next year is about expansion, 1 million new players by the summer. And I think reading that, what it says to me is that, you know, it will take time, but I, especially being in the fan group, I will tell you that there are people all over the world that are starting to hear about Coin Hunt World, and they'll pop in every now and then, just asking. Like just before I got on here, there was someone from Mongolia that was asking questions about how to play the game. So definitely so excited for new hunters to get started in Coin Hunt World. On December 29th, it says, in response to new key mechanic speculation, I think the economy will change in a positive way. Our goal is to have more keys per day in the game and to raise the floor of keys for everyone. But also, guys, remember that it had said earlier when talking about the physicality of the game, people who will be moving more, right, will be rewarded handsomely with keys. So in response to new mechanics, no, I think I said that. The key change isn't happening yet. You will get a lot of heads up once the mechanism is solidified. So I know that from talking to a few other hunters, one of the things that we kind of talk about is that maybe right now, if you have the, if you can, would be the best time to try and get the blueprints in the shop to get your QBs, resources, what have you, resin, anything that you need. Maybe if this is the best time to get it in the auction house, sorry, in the auction house, because who knows just how much the prices of things are going to go up once, say, this new key mechanic does start in game. All right. So we will have lots of heads up, as it says here from Cuckoo Puffs. January 2nd, he talks about we've changed our launch roadmap a bit. We're going to be focusing on English speaking, reading Asian countries and Latin America before circling back to Europe. I heard a boo there. Was it you? Well, that's what he said. We have a goal for 1 million more users by mid-year. Let's see if we can hit it. And I think they can hit it, especially if, you know, the way that things have been going, it just seems with each new launch that there's just the momentum within, say, the first 10 or so days, the amount of hunters in game is significantly higher with each country as time goes on. So in response to the merch contract ETA, none yet. He's been on vacation, getting the lawyers to pick things up again this week. There are likely to be more and more regional events, celebrity NFTs in the US, and token events in non-US jurisdictions. So a lot of people really loved the Pat Morita celebrity NFT. It went really, really well. I like the fact that it had the two parts where it had like the NFT part and then it had the blueprint part. So no one really, it wasn't like there was this huge event happening and huge sections of hunters were not included in the event. So there are some good points in the chat about a hybrid style event. He wants to think about a single event where everyone has access to NFTs and only some have access to tokens. He says he's going to think about it. Now, I know for a lot of people, like just the whole buzz around NFT. Like, I mean, it just seems like 2021 was just like, boom, NFT was the word. By the end of the year, it was like NFT, like all over the place. So a lot more people are starting to learn about NFTs. I know if you're in the crypto space, you know about them, but people outside of that space, some of these things are new to them. So they're really excited to hop on, like even just the fact of playing Coin Hunt World and being able to get like BTC and ETH. Like when I talk to people, like they're like, well, how much does it cost? I'm like, it's free. You play to earn these things, right? Like you go out and you play, you solve these little whatever, whatever events going on, you solve a puzzle. It's like an adventure. You're going out to have an adventure and you're out. And whether it's if you're someone that can't really go out and spend hours walking, maybe you break that time down into two 15-minute increments, right? And that's something that's different than never going out. We all have different levels of gameplay. There are hunters that 15 minutes a day, half an hour, that's good enough for them. And then there are hunters that they go out and they hunt this down, right? And like I said, there's all different levels of hunting. And so, yeah, that was essentially what I wanted to cover about the information that was given in the Coin Hunt World newsletter. Here, they do have a meme of the week. You guys could check that out there. And it has a tip of the day. And the tip of the day here says follow at QBot CHW. It was developed and maintained by Anakura for real-time tweet notifications when happy hour begins. So that's very useful information. And then it just talks about Coin Hunt World content creators. You can visit the wiki and see who are just out there just doing their thing, right? Like enjoying the game and sharing information to others about Coin Hunt World. And here it talks about the Coin Hunt World completed yellow vaults. There are 10. So back in May 2021, there was 110 cubic cranes were planted, 10 in Canada and 100 in the USA. A cubic crane needs 1 million resin to be deposited before it can be completed, which then turns into a yellow vault. The following is a list of recently completed yellow vaults. It says tip, which I'm happy that is put in here because I was going to cover this as well. Tip, your first attempt at a yellow vault will give you a known question. Check the Coin Hunt World Wiki for the answer before you attempt it to find out the answer in advance. So everyone that if you are opening up a yellow vault in your area for the first time, everyone gets asked the exact same question for the yellow vault the first time. So make sure you check out the Coin Hunt World Wiki to see if that information is there for you. And, you know, it just talks about what's new on the wiki. They have that information there. And support the wiki if you can. If you are in a position to contribute to the Coin Hunt World Wiki newsletter, then by all means support the wiki. They are a team of people that really do take time to gather information so that us hunters are, you know, up to date and we're informed as to what is happening out there. And if you have some time, rate the game on the Play Store. Please rate the game on the Google Play Store. It helps to grow the game. And hopefully soon iOS will support the game, right? We're still waiting on that. So Coin Hunt World Wiki is now on Twitter and Facebook. They post Coin Hunt World news and links on Twitter and Facebook. Follow them and you don't miss anything. Like I said, they have a team that works towards giving information, and links to the Twitter and Facebook pages can be found at the bottom of the page, but you can visit the wiki to find all the links for the information. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know I focused heavily on the Discord um, news because to me that's I missed a lot of it, especially because I wasn't really feeling that hot in December. Thank you very much to the Coin Hunt World Wiki team for just giving us this wonderful information. Thank you. Happy hunting and have yourselves a wonderful start to the year. This is going to be the year we can do it. 2022 is going to be awesome.